Jane, thanks a lot for taking the time to talk to us today here at Gear Live. We are excited to chat with you. And let's just jump right in.
Sure.
Tonight is the season finale of 30 Rock.
Yeah.
Definitely. Tell us about your work on 30 Rock. 30 Rock.
We're just having a blast over there at 30 Rock, and tonight's season finale is one of those episodes where we all just sort of look around and go, how has this happened to 30 Rock? There's such a musical extravaganza in the middle of this episode where so many musical greats show up that were all fans of the show and wanted to come on the show, and I hope y'all check it out because it's an event, and it was one of those great. It was the perfect ending to what was an amazing season. I thought season 3 was such a fun and great season to have, and we know we're coming back for season 4, which is so fantastic. But it was one of those just celebratory, great days that was everything 30 Rock has sort of culminated to be. So.
Very cool, very cool. One thing we've noticed about 30 Rock, and I think a lot of people would agree, is that different from a lot of other comedies on TV, you guys have, you have the main star, Tina Fey, Liz Lemon, but then you have a whole bunch of people that are pretty much at the same level. You have you, Tracy Morgan, Alec Baldwin. Give us an idea of how it is being on set with all these genuinely funny comedians.
You know, it is every day I come to work and I just want to keep up with them, really. You know, the writing is so good and everyone is bringing the top of their game every day there. And so I always come in just wanted to do my best as well. You know, I do scenes with Alec Baldwin, which I love the stuff between Jenna and Jack. And, you know, you're just acting opposite a comedy masterclass with him. Tina Fey blows me away in every capacity, how she's always inventing new lines that are absolutely hilarious on the spot. Jack McBrayer, Kenneth, just has funny in his bones. He can stand still and be funny. And Tracy Morgan, I don't know what it is about that dude, but he just makes me laugh nonstop. And we've had a lot of stuff to do this year, so there's been a lot of laughing during those scenes when the two of us are together. It's like the two most ridiculous characters on TV coming together trying to solve the world's problems.
Definitely, definitely. So, is Tracy even acting? It seems like Tracy Jordan is pretty much Tracy Morgan.
I think there's a lot of stories that are similar or reflect parts of Tracy's real life. But no, he's definitely acting a character, and he's so genius. He has line readings that I just don't even know how they were invented, but they're genius and always make me laugh.
That's awesome. So how much input do you guys have around the writing of your characters in terms of, changes or improv? Because, again, a lot of you guys aren't just actors, but genuine, comedians.
The show is very scripted, and the writers are such a clever group of people that we always start with that base. If any improvisation happens, it happens impromptu on the set. If we want alternate lines or someone comes up with a joke that they think might be able to fit in. So it's more that sort of situation. I always feel a show works really well when the writers write towards people's skills and sense of humor. And I think the show this year really came into its own that way, that they figured out who everyone is and what their characters at the core are about and do well. And so that's why I sort of felt the show really started to come into its own this year and get that rhythm. And I felt like each episode was getting more complicated and more funny and more interesting as the season went on.
Oh yeah, I hear you definitely.
It was a great year. It really was fun, and but I would say the scripts are very scripted. We don't really give that much input to.
Okay. Now, you're involved in other projects aside from 30 Rock, so let's talk about that for a moment.
Yeah.
Specifically, the Smooth and Dreamy promotion you have going with Briars right now.
Yeah.
You filmed a webisode, Gone with the Wind. How was that for you?
It was so fun because I've never done anything like this. This is my first webisode, and Briars launched a new ice cream called Smooth and Dreamy, and I think they wanted to do episodes where it came out of how dreamy the ice cream was. So basically, I dreamed myself from having and enjoying the ice cream to being in Gone with the Wind, and it was so much green screen technology involved in the shooting. I've never been a part of anything like this, and the days that we filmed, I was learning so much and experiencing new technology and new skills that I've never used before. So it was really fun. Most of the time I was acting to a piece of tape or to other green poles and things like that.
Amazing.
Yeah, but it was everyone was such experts at their field on the filming day, and Gail Mancuso did such a great job directing them, who also directs many episodes of 30 Rock, so we already had a friendship and a working relationship, so that was really fun for me, and we had a shorthand in sort of the note sessions and all of that. And I love the sense of humor of what they came up with, the idea that a very modern woman goes back into this classic romantic film, but with the knowledge of what happens in the film and who Rhett Butler is and who Scarlett O'Hara is.
Right.
So the take of it was all really modern to me and quite original. And in the middle of June, we've made another one, which is King Kong, which came out really, really funny. We did a lot of improv actually on the sets of these. A lot of the lines that we were just trying things out or trying to think of funny things that would happen in that situation of a modern woman, and they did make it in, so that's fun for me as well.
That's very cool. It must have been challenging, I mean, working with green screen if you haven't done that before. How was it working in that and then seeing the end result? Because you seeing the end result is the same as everyone else seeing it for the first time.
Well, you know, when you feel quite isolated when you're filming it and you're wearing these big outfits, you know, you're just like, how is this going to work? I was actually quite surprised the first time I put on the whole hair, makeup, dress, because I didn't think I'd look anything like Scarlett O'Hara or even that someone appropriate in that era, and it really does, the outfit and the costumes and the wardrobe, it really does change you, and you sort of do, your mind sort of brings you to that place. So that was really fun, and they were very, it had to be so specific, so if you were a centimeter off on your eye line, it does not work at all. So it was quite technical work, but fun to sort of imagine how you would act if Clark Gable was actually in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a lot of monitors on the set where I could see sort of a rough cut of how it would look during every take to make sure we had it before we moved on to a different scene. And the first time I saw the first one, I was like, no way, I just can't even believe that this technology can do this. So it was really fun for me.
Okay. Now, you said you had another one that you just shot, King Kong. Are there going to be any more after that, or is that going to be pretty much it?
I don't know. That's all we're doing right now. We'll see how these goes, and I love doing them. If they could come up with more films, I think it would be really fun for us to do.
Okay.
But also, if you go to the website, you can actually put yourself in the movies as well. You can upload a photo on the Smooth and Dreamy website, and they then send back you in Gone with the Wind, which is pretty cool and fun, and also a sweepstakes to win some big Hollywood prize.
Nice. So that's over at smoothanddreamy.com.
Yeah.
We just had two quick questions. We actually polled some of our viewers and just had two questions for you.
Sure.
First, any interesting monkey stories from having that monkey on set on 30 Rock?
You know, that's what I love about 30 Rock. Most TV comedies don't bring the monkey episode until about, you know, season 10, 11 when they're looking for stories. We do it right at the top of the game.
There you go.
I love it. You know, it was a surprise because I've obviously never worked with a monkey before. And it was technically a gibbon, and it was so sweet. And you know, there was a day where I had to come in just to make sure that the gibbon would be okay with me and like me. And this gibbon was so adorable and really was calm in my arms, so it made it so much easier for filming, because if they don't like you or there's something in your scent, it can be quite tricky filming. And he was the sweetest, most cuddly little thing, and so patient to wear those outfits and matching outfits with Jenna. And there's on the NBC website now, there's this whole Little Jenna fan club. People loved Little Jenna. And now there's all these people sending in their animals in, you know, mariachi outfits. And
Awesome.
I love it. It's fun. It's all that wacky world of 30 Rock.
Definitely. Okay, one more question for you. When can we expect to see The Rural Juror 2 hit theaters, and what, if there were a subtitle, what would it be?
The Rural Juror. Oh my God, that's a riot. I love that idea. The Rural Juror is so funny. I loved that Liz Lemon had no idea what the Rural Juror was, and then we go to Jack's office, and Jack's like, I love that. I love that story. You're the Rural Juror. It just gave Jenna 5 seconds of validation.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we said it in the episode. That there was a sequel already written.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What was it called? Oh, God, all the true fans of 30 Rock are going to know, and I'm blanking out. Oh, gosh, what is it? Urban Fervor.
There you go.
That was the sequel. It's already been written. The sequel to Rural Juror is Urban Fervor.
Okay. How would
It's
Jenna
already
say
been written
that?
in the episode.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you have it. Thank you, Jane, for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you,
Um,
Andrew.